NCWLIFE cameras were part of a media tour given by fire officials in Stehekin on Thursday. The community has been under a level 3 evacuation since July 28th due to the close proximity of the Pioneer Fire. Members of the media were escorted to certain areas near the landing, and fire officials explained some protection strategies.
See here, so again, some older park structures, obviously with a metal roof. We don't worry about wrapping that. Older buildings susceptible to embers, and then this one here we wrapped the roof because it's an old shake cedar roof. And the other thing you can clearly see here is, so this is our sprinkler heads that we use, and if you look on the ground you can see all these dry leaves, right? And our main concern is an ember coming down, landing here and starting another fire. So if we run these sprinklers, we can have 2 people running a pump site, and we can have water running throughout this whole thing. For one, we can run it as long as we want. We have endless water. We have a plan for lots of fuel. If something happened where we couldn't get any more in here, we've got a couple places where we have fuel stashed around here where we can keep those pumps running, keep that water going, and prevent having those embers land in here and starting another fire. Plus the exposure to risk, we only need a couple people in here to do that. We don't need a firefighter on every nozzle in here to do that. We can do that with sprinklers. It's really effective. The other thing, as you can see here, is we have this scratched down to where there's no fuels up against the building. So and
you guys cut all the fuel out?
Yep, somebody did. So remove the fuels, get lots of water in here, and then we have fire engines that are small enough that we can get up into these smaller areas that you see in here. So our people would be here as long as it's safe to be here. Again, the nice thing about the sprinklers is if it was the worst case scenario, we can keep the pumps running, evacuate, and we still have some water flowing around all these structures in here.
The Pioneer Fire, which has burned over 33,000 acres and is at 12% containment, is still expected to burn into the fall.
We're looking at season-ending events, so Mother Nature, weather coming in. It's not uncommon to have fires that burn up high into the wilderness that aren't technically out until the snow comes. If we have an early fall and we start getting moisture and relative humidity coming up in late September, early October, it could put a damper on all that and slow everything down. If it's a little later, then it just pushes that timeline out. So we're looking at easy another 4 to 6 weeks of pretty active burning.